In today's episode, we're going to build a fishing village, and there's really two reasons why I want to do this. First of all, I think it'll be quite fun. I quite enjoy building in this game, putting things together, so I think that'll be good. The second thing is, obviously, there's a clear use for a fishing village, and that use is fish, surprisingly. So we'll get ourselves a lot of fish now that we start to automate this, and that will be good because we're going to need a lot of food for people as they start to come in. Now, what I'm going to do is, near us, we have Astoria, this big town. So I think this could be a really good place to go and make a fishing village, just a little one outside of Astoria. We're also at 4,200 out of 5,000 capacity when it comes to our storage. So this fishing village is going to have a resource storage built there as well. And although like that might be a bit of a bigger building than what we might normally have in a fishing village, it's still going to be good. Now I'm just seeing that the food icon came up. Okay, food, 63 food we have, 522 needed each day. Right, let me take care of that before I go. I'm literally just setting off here on a new day, which is why. So yeah, once we have fed our citizens, because I do have a load of food that needs to be cooked up, and obviously I've got the fast crafting on to do that. Then we're going to head over there and choose the location for it. And as I say, the resource storage will be there, and it is a little bit bigger than what I might traditionally do in a fishing village, but it'll be good to have it, and it'll be near to Astoria, so in future, if we've got loads of stuff we want to sell, we can just put it in the resource storage, because obviously they do all link up, and then at that stage we can go and sell all the stuff, and it will be good. Now down here we've our bucket of milk, which is going to turn into a bucket of soured milk in the new season, so that might also feature later on in today's episode. We'll have to see. Let's see, these are at 75 cents. Let's grab all of those out, and let's grab out these 92 here as well, and we're going to cook up all of these. So I say I knew I had plenty of food in here to be cooked, I just didn't realize we're falling behind on it. But, you know, this is all part of the fishing village. Once this is done, we'll look to make sure that we're automating the food a little bit better than what we currently are and getting some fish cooked up and stuff like that. Now, once we put this roasted meat here all into the storage, our food should be a lot better, and food demand, there we go. It's at least 3 days worth there now. So that's pretty good. And obviously we'll work on it as time goes. Now, I'll catch up with you guys once we're over at that lake near Astoria. I don't have any location in mind just yet, other than knowing I want it to be somewhere near that lake. So let's go check it out and see what we find. I believe I found quite a nice location, because we have the waterfall just up the stream here. And you guys know I like my waterfalls, as we've based our whole main town around that. And we've got this little bridge right here, and then we've got this lake. So it's all pretty good. If I open up the map as well, you can see where we're at here. So we've got a bit of space, because obviously we can't build in these red areas. This is obviously way more space than we'll need, by the way. And if you're doing it purely for efficiency with the resource storage and stuff like that, you'd probably want to be closer to Astoria than what I am. I do realize that. But sometimes, you know, especially for like making content and stuff, it's also just about making something look nice, right? That's the plan, at least. Hopefully we do achieve that. So the first thing I want to do is figure out where we can place the fishing hut. And I was thinking just somewhere over here would be great. So let's go into the hunting buildings, or survival buildings, whatever, and fishing hut, and let's see where we can place this down, see what our options are, and kind of go from there. So it looks like we can place it just here. I'm trying to connect the stairs there up to the land as best I can, but I think about there will be good, so we'll place that one in there. And then it's a case of where do we want to build the resource storage, and we actually want to build the resource storage first, because the resource storage, once it's built, will then be able to you know, supply the rest of the buildings here that we're going to be doing. So we want to try and find a spot for that. There are some spots here, I'm trying to find one that's going to make a bit of sense. Maybe the other side of the road would be better. So unfortunately, if we place it the other side of the road, it does need to go up on a load of the logs like this and have stairs going up into it, which I don't know if that really is going to fit like how things are going to look around here. Not sure. It would kind of look cool, because obviously the fishing building's up on legs too. But yeah, I just need to have a bit of a think about this one. There is a spot just here where we can place this resource storage, and this could be kind of cool. So I'm going to place it down and just have a look. So it'd be just here like this, right next to the water near the bridge, which is cool. The opening to it would be here, and then we'd have the fishing hut just down, where was it? Just here. So it's all going to be pretty close. Then in the future, what we need to do is we need a house here as well. So let's have a look about building like a little house here. We want to place this down. I reckon if I took down some of these trees, I could definitely get a house or two in there. I think we'll just go for that. Let's go for it and see what we need. So what I typically do with these is have a look at what I need there. So we're going to have 12 stone, and then bring over the rest as logs and planks as best we can between myself and Eclipse, because obviously that's all the building materials. So we're going to go a bit to and from until we've got this built. And I'll probably build the resource storage and the fishing hut off camera. Then we'll see what it looks like and start putting in a few other things like the houses and decorational stuff. And we'll do some of that stuff on camera as well. But obviously this is all stuff I've built before, so when it's anything like that, I tend not to time lapse it. So here is the start of our fishing village. We've got the little house just here. the fisherman's hut down there, and then we've got a resource storage right here as well. So just a few little bits. What I'm going to do now is go onto the furniture side of things, and if we go to workstations and fishing decorations, I should say, we can unlock these. So 250 to unlock these, and there we go. And I have bought some linen thread because we're going to need it to make these things up, and we also need some logs. But of course, the joy of having the resource storage so close is that we can go in here, we can pick up these logs and anything else that we might need, so that's pretty good. So I don't know how many of these I'll need. Let's just grab a load out and see what we want to do. So what I'm thinking is probably somewhere around here would be a good place for a campfire. And in fact, maybe we should build that first, actually, just so we know where that's going. So let's see, we're going to need here 6 firewood and 12 stone in order to make that. Then later on, we'll make some chairs around it and stuff like that. So what was it, 6 and 12? Let me get that sorted. Okay, so now if we go to the campfire, we can build this. And we're building the stone one because apparently I think that's the only one that when we build it, I thought that was going to just disappear, but never mind. Let's get a torch and light it. But yeah, basically, once that one's placed, it should stay there forever, which is quite nice. Other ones that I've built in the past, they just end up disappearing because they were made out of wood. But I think this one here is the only one that is permanent. I got a comment saying that, so hopefully that is correct. But there we go. So that's going to be the center point around here. And now we can think about what we want to do with the fishing decorations. But as I'm talking and thinking about this, I did have an idea that maybe we should get into first. So let's actually just zoom right out like this. We can see a little bit better. There we go. And what I want to do is go to, let's see, survival and the fishing hut once again. And I want to place down like a little bit of a dock area that's going to connect up with each other by basically building this, but not building the entire thing. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So I think one way we could do this, maybe we could have it like this. Okay, so let's build this here. Let's give a bit of space from that. And I just want to build like a little bit of a, kind of like a pier, right? So I'm going to build you there just like that. And let's get the foundations of this built, and then I'll show you what I mean. So let's see. Well, we can place the logs down, and then we're going to need to get 4 planks out. But basically, you can see that once we build just this, we have this nice little area here. We can build a couple of those to connect up with each other. It could look quite nice. So what was it? We need some more planks. Let's get those. Okay, so place these planks down here just to finish this one off, like that. And now if we put this away, this is what we end up with, right? This little sort of dockland area, just like this. And I think this could be something nice that we do here. But I'm realizing what I should have done is actually put the stairs from this over on this side. So then the stairs would go up on both sides. Maybe we could even make this a bit bigger. Okay, I've got some ideas. Let's go ahead. Let's select this real quick. And what I want to do is actually destroy this. Unfortunately, we do get half the materials back. Not ideal, but there we go. And I'm going to make this a little bit different. So I'm going to do a lot of this off camera because I don't think it'll be super fun to watch. But let me just show you guys the basic idea of what I'm doing. So I'm going to have this coming out from here somewhere, like maybe just like that. That's great. And what we can do then is build more of them, right? So if I get like a hunting, no, not a hunting lodge on the ocean is not going to work too well. Yeah, like this, we could build these, but how close can we get it? Like if I rotate you around, oh, it would have been nice if we could have got this really close. See, because that there's leaving a little bit of a gap. I wonder how close I can actually get it. If it's jumping distance, it might be okay. I'll have to build 2 and then test it out. I think, though, this could work. Because what I can do potentially is place things in between to make it look better, like logs and stuff. Anyway, that's the basic idea. I'm not quite happy with the placement of that, but I'm going to do that off camera right now, and then we'll see how that's looking. Okay, this is the start of what I was thinking. You can see here, this would look exactly like a pier. It looked very, very nice indeed, if only these two were connected. So that's the bit where we're struggling at the moment, and I'm going to try and solve that on camera. And we'll see how we go. So what I want to do is get like a plank, for example. Let's just chuck one of these planks on the floor. Okay, now I want to hold down E so I can grab you and keep that held down and see if I can place this in some sort of way to bridge the gap between these two. It might require a log. I don't know if we're going to be able to get close enough for a plank to make sense. Although, hold on a second. This might work. Let's drop that down there. Oh my goodness. Okay, this might just about work. I'm kind of jamming that in there. In fact, if I drop that, hold on, can we get it? Yeah, we need to get it up and over. It's like here, and then as close to that edge as I can, trying to keep things straight, and then kind of drop it. Apologies for this being a little bit tedious, guys, but this is very finicky. I'm not going to do the whole thing on camera, don't worry. I'll just do this one. If it works, then I'll do the rest off camera to save you guys. Oh, my goodness. This is going to take some time to do if I get this right. Okay, you can see there kind of right what we're going for. If I grab this now, does it stay in that orientation? Okay, it does. That is actually quite helpful. Oh no. Oh my goodness. All right, this is going to be a whole thing, isn't it? All right, that one's not looking too bad. Okay, you get the gist of it. Oh, are we not able to walk over it? Ah, because it's decorational. Okay, you know what? We can still make it look good, hopefully. This one's really close to being in the right spot. It's just hard to get it perfect, but you can see what I'm going for. And I think here, this might work. We should probably also try the logs as well, right? So let's just pick that up a second. You can see there's a chance of that working. If I do this with a log, obviously the log should be a bit longer and stuff, right? Like, well, a lot longer as it happens. So maybe this here would be a better way of going. Oh, whoa, hold on. All right, well, that actually kind of worked. It kind of like pushed it right into the side there. Yeah, okay. Now, I wonder if we can walk across a log as opposed to a plank. Not quite, maybe? I think we're just going through that, aren't we? Yeah, because it's just decorational. Decisions. See, if we could get the planks looking like the same direction as these stairs and things, that would be pretty cool. I'm also wondering whether we can build stuff on top of each other. Like, for example, let's see, if we go down to containers here, it's going to need to be one that's open. Like, if I place that on the floor, that's not going to work. Okay, that's a shame. That might have been good. All right, I'm going to keep playing around with this, guys, and see what I can come up with. All right, guys, this is what we managed to do so far, and I don't think it looks terrible, okay? It's up close, it's a little bit, you know, whatever. But you got to bear in mind that most of the time we're going to be up here, and you're not really going to see this up close. It's a fishing village. It's made out of wood. You know, I purposely built this house as a log cabin. We don't want it to be too fancy. It is, after all, meant to be a fishing village, right? So I think this is okay. The good thing is we can stand on all of this stuff, right, all the way over here. If we run across here, we kind of get stuck. But when I run the other way, it seems to be okay. If I run this way, it's not so bad. Maybe it's because I'm sprinting. Okay, that's a leg breaker right there. So yeah, it's not exactly functional. It's purely decoration. I was going to say decorational. I've had a guy commenting on 2 of my videos. He's very upset that I keep saying decorational, decorative. So if that's you, I have been listening. I do see the comments. Anyway, I think this is nice though. It kind of makes the area look a little bit better to have this little bit of a pier here. You can imagine like little boats and things in here. I don't think there's any way we're going to be able to really actually put boats in here. That's the only thing. But we could like dot around some things on here that are decorative. I am trying. Things like fishing spears and stuff like that. So that's my plan. Now, talking about decorations, let's have a look here. If we go to workstations, under fishing, we've got all kinds of things, right? So, for example, I was wondering maybe one with a net might be good. Oh, that is big. Wow, that is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Okay, let's try a couple others. I wonder if there's anything we can put next to the pier is what I'm trying to get at here. So, decorations, workstations, fishing. Let's see, is this a smaller net? Yes, this is a much smaller net. Okay, oh, we could have this in here. All right, now that gets interesting, right? Because if this is in here, it kind of makes sense then that there's this little gap in between. So I think I like that. Just in there like that, and this is some sort of little, you know, fishing net thing that lives here. Yeah, okay, I'm down with that. Now the other thing I'm thinking is we could try and make this whole thing look a little bit more functional. So if we go back to fishing decorations, we've placed down, oh wow, 12 linen 12 linen thread. Wow, we used up almost all our linen thread on that. Okay, so this one right here, for example, that's quite a small one, isn't it? All right. Maybe we do need the other one. Actually, is it the big one that we can't place now? I think it is. There's an issue with that then because we can't get the linen thread. I've just bought all of it. Although I tell a lie, we could go get some from Ostoya, which we're actually quite near, aren't we? Let's have a look here. Yeah, so let's go down there and I'll see. Oh, mind you, does anyone there even sell it? I don't think so. Okay, we might need to wait till the new season. It's only another day or two, whatever it is. But you can see how this is starting to come along. What we could look to do then instead is put some decorations around the fireplace. So like some seats and stuff, right? So like benches. Oh, we actually have the stuff on us. Okay, I didn't expect that. So I think a simple wooden bench. We do want to keep things pretty simple around here. So maybe we'll put that up like that. That's cool. And then if we go back into the decorations and get some of these log chairs. Again, I mean, these are nicer and technically better and stuff. And I think we'll build one of those, but I would also like to build a sitting stump. So we'll put like a stump here, like that, and then we'll go get the other chair. We just need some sticks for that. In the last episode, I did mention that I thought I was out of sticks. I've got 1,000 of them, so I'm not quite out of them. Don't know how I managed to misplace like 1,000 sticks. I guess I just didn't see them in my resource storage, but yeah, that was definitely odd. All right, so put that one there like that. So basically, they can sit like this, and you would have quite a nice view then, no matter where you sat here, you know, of the lake and stuff like that. Unfortunately, we're building this during winter. I will definitely make sure that we progress to the new season in this episode so that you guys can see this during a different month, because I think it's going to look very different when we've got better visibility and stuff across the lake. But I couldn't really just wait around and do all that stuff off camera. I wanted to make sure that we did stuff. So yeah, let me try and buy some more linen thread, and if I can, Then we'll come back and do some more decorations, get a lot more of this stuff down, because this is going to look really cool. Okay, I managed to get some linen thread in a roundabout way. I bought some flax and some flax stalk, and that's how we did it. We turned it into linen thread. So now with the fishing decorations, we can get this big one put up. And I was thinking like we could put this then in here. So it's like, this gives this whole thing a bit of a reason, like why this might be here. So you could access this fishing net. I don't know if it's going to look good or not. There's only one way to find out, and that's to place it down. Yeah, I actually like it already. I think having this netting around here, it does look pretty cool. I mean, it's only aesthetical, right? This isn't actually going to do anything for us. But to me, this looks good. We've got these nets around here. It kind of gives this pier a purpose and ties it in nicely with the fishing thing over here. And then for the final thing, we do want to place down the final fishing net that we haven't done, which is this one right here. We just about got enough resources to do that, so that's good. Now with this one here, let's have a little bit more fun with this. Let's put it at like a bit of an angle. Maybe just down there like that, where we don't want anything to be too perfect because the pier here is all straight and this is straight in the middle. So yeah, we want to have like something at a bit of an angle as well, just to give it a bit of flavor, if you like. And there we go. That's how that's looking. Now, the other thing I wanted to build is if we go to decorations and miscellaneous, one of these things right here, which is a bell post. Oh, we don't have the technology for it. I did want to build that. We can't build that. We could build this for now. It's kind of an in-between thing. It might look okay, but I feel like I've built a few of those already. I was trying to find things I haven't built and do that. I even got the iron for it, guys, but this isn't going to happen, so let me find something else to build instead. So I was thinking some lighting might be a good idea. We're going to go with these lights right here. I'm just wondering, can we put them in the water at all? That's a shame. That would have looked really cool, wouldn't it? Well, let's put one somewhere like down here as close as we can. So it's like the light for the fishing post right over night time. Maybe one down by the pier as well, so like just kind of arbitrary just there. So it's like gonna light this area up a little bit of an evening. And then what we want to do is come up to like the path here. This is the path sort of, well, sort of into town. I mean, it's not really a town, but in this way. So maybe we'd have like one just here, like on the corner, and perhaps one if you're coming from the other way too, like maybe near the bridge, but near the resource storage too, like over there. Okay, cool. So yeah, over nighttime now, this will be lit up. It should look a little bit better. And yeah, it's starting to take a little bit of shape. Now, the next thing I want to do is, let's have a look here. If we go back to workstations, some of the lumberjack stuff, right? Some of this stuff can look really good. So for this stuff here, firewood and logs, right? That's what we need to get. We've got the sticks on us for the other stuff. So let's get some of that stuff out, and then we can build that. I believe I have like a decent amount of firewood. Yeah, it is winter, so I want to be a little careful how much I take. Of course, we can always make more up though, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Let's just grab a load of that. And then we need to put some things away here because we're a bit overburdened, just like this. All right, so let's see here. Let's go back into those workstations and into the lumber area. Now, something like this, a nice big wood pile, that could look good. It doesn't matter too much where this is, I guess, but I think what we want to do is place it like here. Yeah, just there like that. There we go. That's kind of cool. So basically, it gives a bit of like something going on in this area because right now we just don't have much going on. And then if we go back into the workstations, I think just like a small lumber station where someone would work here chopping up the wood would be good. So we put that maybe just there, just like that. That's cool. So basically, you chop up the wood here, and this is the pile. He's been busy. He's been very busy. But that gives this area a bit of character. Now I'm just wondering about this area over here. And I think for this, if we go back to the fishing workstations, let's see here. This is the only one we can actually place right now. Can we place these on land? We can. Okay, that's good to know. But I think maybe one of the other ones, the one where the net's actually down, might look better just being up here. You know, maybe it's up here to be repaired or something like that. What we could do for now, because workstations, let's see, here, we are short of the linen thread. So I'm going to wait till the new season so we can get some more of that. But in the meantime, we could build a road coming off from here, right? So this is obviously the main road here. And then we just build like from like here, just kind of out like this, and then this way. Just like a little curvy road into town. Again, this will probably look better when it's not winter and the road's a bit more defined. But just gives a little bit of like, you know, here we go. We're coming into here. Get rid of those sticks and we've got a nice view. So yeah, it's starting to take shape. That's pretty cool. I think the next thing, guys, is to get in the fisher person. So what I want to do now, just double check here under the hunting section of the fishing hut. Oh, we have 2 fishing huts. Oh, we have 3 fishing huts. That makes sense. Only one of them is workable, which is this one right here, of course. I was just checking like how many people could work here. Just the one. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go into Astoya, as it is the closest place. I'll just unburden myself first. And we'll see if we can find someone by the campfire there that's going to be a good fisher. Okay, here we are, guys. Let's see what skills they have on them. And yeah, none of them look that good. We got a 2 right there and a 2 right there. If one of these are young enough, so 21, what's your age? 22. You win because you're 21. So we're going to say I'm creating a new town and I need more reputation, which I knew. I don't know why. Yeah, okay. All right. I should have seen that one coming. That's definitely my bad. But it's okay. It's not a problem. We're at 100 short. So we're going to go back to PSW. We're going to do that in a minute. I'm going to go back there in a bit. Oh, this is cool. This is really cool. This is a nice fishing decoration. I don't know if we can actually place this one. I think there are certain workstations in the game that are just unavailable to us, which is a shame. I wish they made some of the more decorational stuff more available. Is it under hunting perchance? No, I guess not. Okay, that's a shame. I don't think we can place that. That would have been really nice to have had at our fishing place, but not to worry. We're going to go and do a little bit more decorating over there right now. Then we'll go back to PSW, get the quest to get the reputation up, and then get the new person in. So that's the plan. That's what we're going to do. Here we are arriving back at the fishing village, and I do think it looks a lot better now that it is during the day and you know, not during the winter, basically. So what we want to do is under fishing workstations, place down one of these. So we just need to get some logs out, and we should have plenty of those just in here, of course. And then we can sort of finish off the decoration stuff. So let's see, logs. Yes, we got a ton of them, which is awesome. It's really nice now we're at the stage of the game where when I need stuff, for the most part, I can just come into my resource storage, pick it up, and then get on with the building. So yeah, it's quite nice to have that situation. So if we go down to the fishing decorations, I'm just wondering, that one there, yeah, that's definitely too big for up here. That needs to stay where it is out in the ocean. What we will do then is go for the mid-range one, which is this one. So we can place this down somewhere. I hope there is a bit of green there. I kind of want it in this orientation, like near the house. There we go. That's great. So we'll place that one down there just like that. Okay, that's cool. And then let's see, let's go back in again. And do we have the ability to place more? We do. We can place like one of these down. So let's do that. Let's place one of these down. Maybe just like over this side, and it'll be in the water again, but just like down here would be good. I think that's fine for now. Just creating a bit of an area here. I think it's looking good. I think it's really starting to take some shape and look kind of cool. So I think now with that done, I'm just wondering whether we fence this area off a little bit. We're going to get like one final person in. Do we want a bit of fence just to make it a village? I think we could. So let's go into fences here and see what's going to be good for us. Now, stone fence could have been interesting. We don't have that unlocked yet. Maybe I'll save this fence and do that in the future. I think a stone fence around here would look really, really cool. And we're not that far off. We will come back and work on some of these things that we've done in the future. So this could be one of those. What I do want to do now is look to get down some of these things, right? So let's see. We need things like planks. Let's unlock the chest. Let's do it. We'll get planks and we'll build that. Sticks for that, and we can make some bundles as well. Let's do it. Then we need leather, so leather and planks and linen fabric. Let me grab all that and then we'll do some building. Alrighty, so the resource storage I definitely think should have some stuff on the side of it. So let's see right here, we could place down like a chest, for example. That's kind of cool. Now, is there a way this is supposed to go? Looks like maybe that way. So we can place you down there. I think what I'll do is I'll purposely overlap this a little bit, just like that. That's cool. We can actually use this as well. It holds 50 kilos. Oh, it's the wrong way. Okay, that is going to annoy me, so I'm going to destroy it and do it again. My bad. Okay, so I believe when we go to place it, it actually starts off in the right orientation. And then, yeah, there we go. That's the right thing. The reason I had it a bit off center is because what I want to do now is place down, maybe we'll go for like a sack. Yeah, we can place a couple of sacks next to it. That would look okay. Or maybe we'll go instead, let's do the barrel, but for some reason I don't have the resources for that. Let's see what we need for that. More planks, okay. So we'll place the barrel, we'll place like one here just in behind it like that. So there we go, just looks kind of nice on the corner there. That's pretty good. Then I'm thinking maybe down by the fishing huts themselves, we could have some things. So let's go and maybe place some different things. So like, for example, these bundles here could be cool. So maybe we want to have like a few of them around. I want to try and make it look good. So where's a good place to put this? Because the water's all here. All right, let me figure this out. I think the best place then might actually be up here. So what I'm going to do is place down, like, I'll do it on the corner, I think. So we'll do like one like that. We'll rotate around, do one like that, and then one kind of in there. So we've got like 3 on the corner. That's cool. Then what I think we'll do is place down next to these barrel, just like that. Yeah, that's going to look pretty nice next to the resource storage. We've got that going on. And then finally, what we could do is place down some of the sacks potentially. Or wicker baskets. Let's do that. They'll look really cool. Let's get some sticks. I think they kind of fit the area a little bit better. Okay, so these wicker baskets, these might look good down here. I think what we could do is maybe place one just like here somewhere. Yep. Oh, can we get it just in there? Kind of next to the torch there, and some stuff going on here. Over by here, see, these are a bit of an angle now. So maybe we'll do some of these just up here. So just kind of arbitrary, like 2 there like that. 1 over this side as well. And these things all help. They will just make the theming look a little bit nicer, don't they? And maybe we'll throw in some bundles here for good measure as well. So put like a bundle just there like that. And that might be enough actually in terms of storage and stuff. We've got a fair bit going on here. Starting to look a lot better now. A much nicer looking fishing village, I would say. So yeah, pretty cool. And this is what it looks like from the water, which I think is, well, this is going to be the thumbnail picture, something like this. This looks a lot better than when you're just down there looking at it. You can kind of see how it's taking shape. Just a nice small little fishing village. But yeah, pretty good one. So pretty happy with how this is turning out. And obviously it'll be productive as well once we get the fisher person in, which is the next job. And then we'll start producing fish automatically. Okay, we're at Piestovia. Let's check the notice board out and see what we need to do here. So 2 linen fabric. I mean, that's easily done indeed. Wow, that is a lot of coins, but unfortunately I don't think we've got that stuff. 10 manure. You know, I'm going to definitely accept that one. And let's do that one as well. Why not? Let's just do both. So we need 2 linen fabric and 10 manure, and then we're good. So home we go. We'll pick up that stuff, come back, then we'll have the Dynasty reputation that we need. And at that stage, we can then get the person in to work the fishing village, and that'll be it rounded off quite nicely. All right, it's quest completion time. We've got everything we need, including our taxes, which actually, let's actually remember to do this time. 4,600 in tax, guys. So that is quite a big one. But one we have to do, unfortunately. So there we go. We have paid our taxes. And as you can see there, we're left with still 7,500. So we're pretty good. I mean, that's all our tax for the next year and then some still complete. Let's see. Where is the next guy? Just over here. We can complete the final 2 quests. And that'll, of course, give us more than enough Dynasty reputation, which is good. And then we can get the new person in. So I'm guessing it's you I'm talking to. Is it? Not quite. Keep going. Is it it's always the same dude, huh? It's always him. Okay, so there we go. You know, say all that and then say all of that, and you've got everything you need. We did get some coins out of the whole thing as well, and that should be all the quests complete, and it is indeed. So now we have enough reputation, and let's get on our horse. We'll go back down to Stoya and get our fisher person. So here we go, Z-Big and Z-Big. I'm going to call you Z-Big. Great to see you there. Thank you for joining my town, Z-Big. Now, what we want to do is under the houses section right here. Let's see, it must be this one. Yep. So let's go into that one right there. And we need to assign you. So at least you're going to be bottom of the alphabet. We know where you are. So that's good. And the final thing then, of course, is to make you do the fishing, basically. So fishing hut, the one that's actually been built, of course. Let's put you in there. And there you go. Now, it's getting to be late in the day. What time is it here? 6:24. So what we'll have to do, let's go back home. We'll sleep through the night. And then tomorrow morning, we'll double check that she has all the stuff she needs, because at this point, it's too late in the day for us to actually know. We won't get a notification if she doesn't. We can actually just, while we're back there, make up a couple of fishing spears as well. I think they're pretty simple to make. And then she's all set, and we can see her doing some fishing. And actually, one thing I've got to do is, if we go into management right here, let's see this fishing hut. We need to assign it to things, right? So these are the fish that we want her to catch. Oh, she doesn't have any fishing spears. All right, we'll do that first, and then we'll tell her what to catch. And that way we can tell how much we're going to get each day. Just crafting up the fishing spears here, making a couple of those. And we make 2 each time. So that's actually 4 fishing spears now that we've made. So that's all done. There we go. Now we just go and chuck them into the resource storage. And we are on a new day, a very rainy, gloomy day, unfortunately. Certainly not thumbnail weather. So we'll chuck all this in. And then the workers are going to work soon. No one's got started yet. But once they are, she should be fine, and then we can see how much we're going to get in terms of the resources of fish. Now, I don't know if she actually needs to get them, so like if I put this in here, can I now, let's see, if I go into here, just see like what we're going to actually be able to produce by doing this stuff. Yeah, so it knows that she has the resources available to her. So I don't know really what fish we need. I mean, if we do a third for each, how does that work out? Let's find out how many fish in total that ends up being. Hopefully it's at least 1. See, can we get at least 1 of each? Let's see. Okay, it looks like the pike and perch is just a little bit more difficult. So what I think I'm going to do, I would quite like to get as many fish as possible right now, just so that we can actually up our food production, so that more people are going to be able to be fed, and we can start building a bit of a backlog of food and stuff, and maybe selling the excess. So I'm going to do this. We get basically 10 fish a day by doing it that way, and then she'll get better over time. The fishing hut will also be able to be upgraded over time to the level 2. Then we can have a couple fisher people, I suppose. So when all that happens, then let's change it up. But for now, we'll stick with just the first fish there. Over at the fishing village now, and it looks like she might be about to do something here. Z-Big, let's see. She has all the resources that she needs, so maybe there's actually a fishing animation. And if so, that would be very, very cool. Either that or she's a little bit suicidal. We're hoping it's the former. Okay, you are pretty close to not being able to breathe here anymore, Z-Big. Where are you going? Let's keep an eye on her. I promise the town is quite nice. I know you're in the fishing village, but a spot may open up in the main town later on. Don't be too down on yourself. Where on earth are you going? Let's have a look on the map here. There is no fishing spot as such discovered out here. There could be one that we just haven't discovered. But she's not heading out to that. Let's just watch her for a bit and see where she goes. It is possible she's trying to get to the main town. Like, she's walking kind of towards it, right? Like, if we get right behind her, she's walking in this direction. Let's see where we're pointing. We're pointing over to here, so not quite towards the town, but, like, maybe that's what she's doing. This is getting a little bit odd. Well, this is turning into a scene from a horror movie with the rain and the mist here. She just walks out into the ocean, or the lake, I should say, but... yeah, not sure what's happening with that. I'm sure she will be producing fish for us. Just a weird way of doing it, I guess. Oh, and there we go. We have actually discovered a fishing spot of roach. So maybe she was heading out to that. Let's have a look. Where is the fishing spot? So we need to go to animals. There we go. So, there are a few in the lake we've discovered. Maybe she was heading out to get towards that. I'm not sure. Now, whilst it may be raining, that certainly is not going to dampen our spirits, because as I was actually editing this episode, I was coming to the end of the editing and all that, and I actually got a super thanks. So that was great timing. And a big thank you to JP House, who donated 1,000 Japanese yen, which is fantastic. I believe that's my first ever Japanese donation. So I got some money there in a new currency, which is always cool. And I would like to go to Japan one day, so now I'll have a bit of money to get me started when we're over there. Japan, JP House, I should say, says that hello from Japan, so hello to you. It says, I discovered you when my brother bought me Valheim for my birthday. Fantastic birthday gift. This series convinced me to get back into Medieval Dynasty after Oxbow update. Hope you are, honestly, you are easy to watch and humble. Hope you hit 100k soon. You definitely deserve it. Thank you very, very much for that, JP House. And also, we're going to name a cow for him, Porterhouse. So everybody remind me of that. My memory sometimes isn't the best, but I will do that, of course. So a lovely way to end another episode here. To everyone who supports me, whether you just watch or if you're a channel member or you give super thanks, your donations and stuff like that, whatever it is, I really appreciate it. Thank you so, so much. And look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode, which will be episode 30. Can't believe 30 episodes. That's so cool. Anyway, see you there, guys. Thanks again.